Hello and welcome. My name is Fiona Maree Ellis, or SpiritChild Journey for those of you who are on my more spiritual channels. I wanted to have a quick chat this morning. I'm in a group called Empowering Empaths and I really love it. There's a beautiful community, lots of great conversation. But one of the members put up a little post this morning that said, I feel like we've just shifted dimensions and we've gone into hell. I wanted to correct that from my point of view. That's their journey, that's absolutely fine. But from my point of view and my perspective, we've already been in hell. We've been in hell for a really long time. And this is one of the first times we've just shifted dimensions and we are now on a timeline to heaven. We have an incredible opportunity right now to shift the conversation. I'm having more awakening conversations in the past few weeks than I've had in years. And I've had a lot more in the past few years than I've had in the 20 years before that. So this is the time. It is a very beautiful and exciting time for those of us who are connected, who do feel everything. But our job is not to avoid the energy. Our job is to be the change we want to see. It's to be the epicenter of how do we take that and transmute that? How do we take the fear and still control our own minds to choose to stay calm throughout that? So I'm going to move my hands because they're already talking. So the energy that we're experiencing at the moment is intense. The conversation is intense. There's a lot going on that people don't know the answer to. We're not going to know what really created this. We're not going to know what the true intentions were. We're not going to know what the true fallout is until it is complete. That won't take minutes. That will take months or even years. We know in 2022 it's a love year. That's where we come back into love. This year is about the structures. There was lots of beautiful conversation last year. I cannot remember the specifics. I will recover these from my memory. Something to do with the placements of Uranus right now. We were actually expecting global meltdown. For those of us who are studying the astrology and the numerology and digging a little deeper and asking a few more questions, we've been expecting this. We've been expecting a global market crash. We've been expecting a global, maybe not a pandemic, but we have been expecting lots of transformation. The global financial system we've been expecting to blow up for a while. We just don't know how it's going to land. It's really, there is a war going on somewhere. We're not quite sure who the winner will be yet, where it's going to land. So our job as empaths, our job as starseeds, every starseed I'm speaking to right now, please let me know if you're feeling this too. There are many of us who've been incredibly, it's been a very intense time. We've been quite anxious. We've had a lot of maybe depression. We've had a lot of unrest, unease. There's a lot of things been going on for us and massive life transformation, getting rid of the old over the past few years. A lot of people are now coming to the end of cycles that have been about 2 years, 2017, 2018. I know mine is, so it could just be my own soul tribe that's going through that. So if you are, let me know. And what's really beautiful is the last few months, I know personally, and a lot of my clients and a lot of the people that I'm in my soul tribe connection have been struggling to do anything but rest, have been really feeling the need to get a lot of sleep, a lot of nutrition, have been healing our bodies. My own health, I've been healing and working on my health and strength and the physical well-being for the last 8 months. It's just been, that's the only priority that I've had. And what's fascinating is now as the world has become super anxious, now I'm feeling more calm than ever. And I know that there are a few of us that feel like this. We've had our peak of anxiety and now we know now is our time. It's like we've been chomping at the bit now. We're ready to go, okay, now it's time to love and lead. And this is our responsibility. This is what we were born here to do. We are here to love and to lead. We are here to be the example. We are here to hear the conversation and redirect the conversation. We are here to be part of only the conversations that are worthy of being part of. I find it very fascinating. So I'm recording this March 2020 and I'm on the in Western Australia. Now, the call to be here was so strong for me. And I know for many of the people that are in my soul tribe, it's the same thing. We've come from all over the globe. I've been in Melbourne for 12 years and I had to get back here. I literally woke up one day and it's like, you've got to go home now. This is home for me. And there are a lot of people that I've met from the UK, from overseas, and are just all being drawn here on the West Coast right now. It's beautiful with the Lemurian, the Atlantis. There's so many different ancestral paths and journeys that are being mapped through here right now. And it's an epicenter of, interestingly, safety with all the COVID stuff that's going on. It's a easy to quarantine zone because we're so big and we don't have close borders to anything. Even any other parts of Australia, our borders are pretty well closed. So it's beautiful from that regard, but also spiritually it's very strong. There are energy centers and energy lines that we are working with. I did an incredible drumming circle this morning at our local WIA. And what I find beautiful is that they've messed the schedule up. We were meant to do drumming last week. Drumming today was exactly what needed to be done. It's sitting out in nature. It's a deep breath, and we were singing songs to the mother. We were singing songs to the earth. We were really calming the heartbeat of the earth with our drums. So for those of us who are called to drum right now, who are called to go cleanse rivers, cleanse nature, as best we can, please continue to do that work. Make sure we are safe from whatever's going around, but the call to do the work is strong right now. For some of us, that may be sitting in our own spaces and cleansing, purifying, or even just researching and sharing health. I've been researching, the different vitamins and minerals, the different essential oils that can help with breathing, the different cures, for want of a better word, or prevention methods. I do a lot of Wim Hof breathing, hot and cold showers. It's understanding our bodies again. We are on a farm, so we've been understanding all our assets that we have. We have aloe vera, which is an ideal hand sanitizer. We have bees and honey. We're a honey farm, so we've got honey and ginger, and really just understanding as we come back to grounded, as we come back to nature and our roots. Call it witchcraft or call it farming. I don't care what you call it, but it is time to come back to those foundations. Those of us who are well, those of us who do feel, those of us who are called to do this work, it is time for us to share this message calmly, strongly. You will get resistance and you will get pushback. That is a guarantee right now. People are afraid and they will act based on what they perceive to be safety. This conversation for us has been going on for a very long time. We know things like Kabbalah, Masara, like all these words. I probably shouldn't mention because my video will get deleted. There's some icky things going on. We know this. We were prepared for this. We've been born for this. We've been ready for this. So for us, business as usual. Now is our time to shine, literally. There are people who've never heard this conversation before. They've never heard these words. They've never heard of some of the horrible things that are going on in this world. They don't want to know. And just because it's a pandemic, and just because things are changing, and just because it's literally changing in front of their eyes, they're still not going to want to know. So our job is to lead and provide space. Same thing that happened when the towers went down. We reacted with love. That was meant to trigger a mass fear event, which it did. It did set us our timeline back 15 years, which we're now rapid jumping. Great. But we also responded with love. They are now caught in a loop where anything negative is responded with a flood of love. So they actually cannot win this as long as we remember to choose to respond with love. That is our responsibility. Stay calm. Do not enforce your message on anybody else. Do not insist. Do not demand anybody pay attention to you. Only add value to conversations where it is ready. You're an empath. If you're watching this and you know you can read, you're emotionally intelligent. If you start to share the truth, or your version of whatever the truth is, because look, there's 1,000 different things it could possibly be. It could just be a flu. It could be more than that. If you begin to share your version of the truth and you feel them start to get afraid, stop. Just because it is probably the truth, just because it makes more sense to us than it does that there's vaccines that should fix us all right now, Fear doesn't help right now. Do not be part of continuing the fear. Be part of truly understanding how to transmute that. How to give anybody you're speaking with or connected with access to the information that helps them choose more relaxation and calm, nothing more. Do not push too far, it's not the time. Simply be. For those of us who are in this capacity where we can share our message online, do it. Now it's time. Anybody who's been hiding your message, holding back, swallowing it in because of fear, get over it. It's time, no more fear. It's time to share. We will get pushback, but we are all in this together. For every person that pushes you back, there is one person that sharing your message will change their life, potentially save their life. It's worth it. It's truly worth it. Remember, any hate is just fear. Any anger is a fear. It's a boundary violation. Any sadness is just our way of cleansing the earth. It is okay to cry. It is part of the healing. There is so much rain coming down here right now. It's beautiful and cleansing. We have pockets of incredible sunshine, and then we've had torrential rain like we haven't seen in a long time. So it is cleansing. It is okay. This is what the earth does. Our role is to lead with love and light. So for those of you who are still with me on this, I see you. I feel you. If you need to connect with someone who understands, reach out. It's not just me. There are entire communities of us ready to be here through this and stay calm. Continue to talk at the highest levels of conversation with whoever you are with. If their highest level is simply, yeah, we've got enough stockpiles now, keep it at that. If the other highest level is, yes, absolutely, I'm ready for the fallout of the good guys beats the bad guys, great, do that too. Keep your conversation in the gratitude. Keep your conversation in the light. What we talk about, we bring about. I've just started a 28 Days of Magic Gratitude Challenge through the Magic book again from Rhonda Byrne. I'm just starting that in a separate on a separate channel. So if you want to be part of that, link will be below. Keep your conversation. Control this. Our internal creates our external. We must control our own conversation so that we can influence the conversation of others. Control our own health, our own calm, our own clarity. So much love to you. I understand, I feel the work we are doing. Get in nature, stay grounded, keep doing your rituals, keep doing the cleansing. For me, it's got to be baths, swimming. I've got to get near the beach. If I'm quarantined, it's going to be at the beach. So much love to all of you. Until we speak, take care of you, take care of others, and take care of the greater good. Bye for now.